What's up, y'all? This is Week 8 podcast with commissioners. I'm the commissioner, of course. Aaron Smith, king of HLR, king of Do You Believe in Magic. Coming into the scene is the co-commissioner, Mr. Tuna Dauber.
Ba-bam!
Wow. Here to bring this Week 8 podcast. We're going to have a special call for you here coming up pretty soon. But we're going to go over the recap for last week. Tell them what
That's
you got.
right, Week 7. Stay tuned for that special call. Week 7 top score was Power and Light, 245.3 points. This dude is killing it
This
weekly.
dude is averaging 200 plus points a game. He's got RG3, he's got Breeze, he's going to be hard to stop. He's got Calvin, even though Calvin's not doing that right now. He's going to be hard to stop.
He's just absolutely killing it. Toilet Bowl went to What You Talking About Hills, 119 points.
What you talking about, Hills? That might be the lowest all year, 119 points on the Toilet Bowl. Speaking of Toilet Bowl, next year we got a special thing for you guys to keep getting the Toilet Bowl. We didn't want to bring this up yet, but I think now's appropriate. Next year, we have found out that there's an option on the site for the Toilet Bowl to actually have to pay a little cash. Gives you a little motivation not to be...
slight penalty, as you might say.
Gives you a little motivation not to be the Toilet Bowl guy from week to week.
Small nominal fee.
To pay for the high score.
But a little extra motivation.
A little extra motivation. Maybe.
Now, speaking of motivation, you got a little motivation because I won the picks again this last week.
Oh, man, this guy's killing me.
Yeah, the crown stays.
Another $20.
Yeah, the 20 spot.
This guy's cleaned us out. He cleaned Bohica out last week, cleaned me out, now he cleaned me out again.
You know me, I'm all about the cash.
Speaking of Bohica.
Bohica went 5-7 on his picks, so did you. I went 6-6, so I just did one up this week. 42-42 for the season for me, even 500, 41-43 for you.
Bohica also collected $20 for Fitz for his win, so that kind of covers the 20 he had to hang to you last week.
That's right. Congratulations, Bohica. You backed it up, buddy. Good job.
Didn't cover the 23, though.
Yeah, you did not.
Came close.
Should have took the bet on that, Fitz. Should have took the points. Trade deadline coming up quickly. Thursday, November 8th, 7 o'clock. It's Thursday games, so right before the kickoff. Get your trades out.
There have been a lot of trades going out on the site. I pulled a couple trades this week. There have been some trades being sent out. I'm open for more trades. I know I said on my HLR team I won't make any deals. If I didn't deal, that was a little bit of a hush-hush talk. But I'll make trades. Send me some offers. He'll make trades, hustle deals, but he'll make deals.
Hey, all I know is one of the deals I pulled, the guy hasn't lost a game since I pulled it with him. I help people's teams, folks.
There's more to come on that this week, guarantee
Let's go. And more to come. You guys are waiting for it. We told you at the beginning of the podcast we got a call. We're going to go right into it.
We're going to stop right now, and we're going to grab my phone, and I'm going to make this call, and you'll see who it is, see what they got to say.
Look at that Burley.
Man, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I was growing and hoping the Cardinals won the World Series, but they got destroyed last night, sad to say. But that's neither here nor there. What is here nor there is this call coming online. Can you hear it?
This number is 704-1303.
What in the world? Specifically requested to be on the podcast, you don't answer. We'll come back to that call and, oh, wait a minute, nope, here it is. He's lucky, too. He's lucky because we weren't about to answer. You're on the podcast with commissioners. We called you, didn't answer. Coming back from Las Vegas. Who is this on the phone?
This is Shawshank Redemption, Wayne Smith on the phone. Back
So-
from Las Vegas. Unlike me with money in my pocket.
Oh, bam! So we got you on the podcast with the commissioners. You were specially requested to be on. You're off on a Tuesday to actually talk to us. Tell us what's on your mind.
I'm going to tell you what's on my mind. I'm tired of the $200 sending these bullshit offers out trying to hustle me for some trade. It seems like the only one willing to trade is Sandusky and Hustle Lord and Respect. Well, I put Aaron Rodgers out there. Nobody's making any offers. So when this boy on the phone offers Aaron Rodgers to Aaron Smith, Hustle Lord, Respect, who will give me what I want? I don't want nobody talking shit about the inside trade. Make it offer for Aaron Rodgers, or he's going to be on Hustle Lord, Loyalty, and Respect team tonight.
So basically you're saying make an offer for Aaron Rodgers, or by tonight or the next day you're going to pull a deal with someone in order to get Aaron Rodgers on somebody else's team, possibly me.
I'm offering Aaron Rodgers, come get him.
He's offering Aaron Rodgers, come get him.
Come get him.
Well, I got.
You $2.
I'm going to allow Kyle to respond to your what you said about the trade. So go ahead, Kyle.
Look, I pulled a trade earlier this year. The guy I pulled the trade with has reeled off 4 wins in a row. I help people's team in trades. First trade offer I send out may not be the best, but work the deal. It's art of the negotiation.
Okay. So did you hear that?
I heard what he had to say.
All right.
I'm out to take my division. Mig, I traded you a lot of my players, and this week I'm going to take the players you gave me. I'm going to kick your punk ass.
So you're predicting yourself to beat Miggs, is that correct? 6165 show?
Miggs. I'm going to be Miggs by at least 40 points.
Oh, 40 points. I suspect
40 points.
I suspect the bet on the site for Miglick, if that's the case, for you to not only not cover the spread, I'm sure he'll be posting something. He ain't got no pictures of you, so that ain't gonna come on the site. But real quick, you got anything else to say before we have to let you go and continue with the podcast?
Trade deadline's coming up. As the both commissioners have said, this is a high rollers league. Some of you guys out there are sitting on the fence thinking your team's fat and you're going to win. It's not going to happen. I've made 2 mistakes where I would be 5-4, 5-2. I only lost 1 game. I'm coming to get you. I'm willing to deal. No player on my team can be dealt. I'm looking forward to kicking niggas' ass this weekend. $50 bet, man. If you want it, come get it.
$50 bet. He called it. Goodbye. $50 bet.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Fitz called out $50 bet last week, but he didn't take. But
he didn't want it. You know, he's got
But
a
he's
betting
collected.
budget. He's got a betting budget.
I respect that though. Miggs 6165 show. Both your teammates can piece up together $25 if y'all still team, that is, and get this bet in. He called it.
And if you have a set of them,
Ooh.
if you know what I mean.
Let's go into the picks, man. We
All
got
right,
the ball out the
hardcore
way.
versus power and light. Break this down.
This is a breakdown game. I'm going to roll with P&L this week. The champ winning streak stops here. P&L's team's legit. He's got Breeze and RG3. I think Breeze and Denver's in a great shootout. I like Morris against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can't really stop anybody's run, as we saw for the last couple games. Chris Johnson, I don't think he'll have a blow-up week against Indy this week. It is suspect. His history against Indy is he has maybe 1 or 2 good games against them, but 3 or 4 subpar games. Calvin Johnson needs to show up, or, Detroit ain't got a chance. They suck. And he's got Wallace against Washington. Washington's D-backs really don't cover receivers very well. And I like Vincent Jackson against Minnesota on Thursday night. San Diego versus Cleveland is the key defensive matchup he's going to start. Hardcore, I just don't see you getting it done this week. You go back on the losing side.
Well, he started the season off losing 4 in a row, turned that around by winning 3 in a row. He's going to go try to get to 500 with this matchup. Don't think he's going to do it. I'm going power and light as well.
Power and light's legit. He's got the light turned on. Y'all better get ready for him. Try to trade with him. Do
Massive
something.
points. He puts them up. Colossal connection versus what you talking about, Hillis?
Hillis, you the low score, and usually what happens when you get the low score one week, you do better next week. Not good enough to beat Colossal Connection this week. Colossal Connection wins.
Second that, I go with Colossal Connection. Oklahoma versus the Walmart Greeters.
Walmart Greeters, you've been putting 2 teams. We've been kind of down you. I'm going to doubt you 1 more week and pick Oklahoma. If you lose this week, Oklahoma, I'm going with Walmart Greeters from here on out.
Wow, I'm going to go with Walmart Greeters. I'm starting to become a believer. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Walmart Killer Bees versus Morgan.
I don't know what's going on with Killer Bees' team. They just can't get any breaks. They start players. They're having bad lucks on their starts. I'm rolling with Gooder this week because he ain't going to win next week for sure because he just trust me, he ain't going to win next week. I'm going with Gooder this week.
Ooh, going more Gooder. I'm going to go with the Killer Bees come off the schneid. They just had some bad luck, some bad matchups. I think that team's going to get turned around.
Speaking of matchups, real quick, the Gooders team actually has the Giants playing the Cowboys again. So basically, Killer Bees, all you got to do is win 1 game and know if you're going to win or not. Just watch 1 game.
Just watch that one. Your fate's going to be decided.
Yeah, if it's 17-14 or 21-24-17, you got it locked up.
6165 show versus the Shawshankers.
I'm going to roll with the Shawshankers. He called you out for a $50 bet, and your team's in shambles. You got players hurt. You don't want to trade. Matt don't want to trade. You guys ain't on the same page. You better get on the same page this week because Shawshankers is going to put it to you. I don't know about by the 40, but he's going to put it to you if you don't make any deals.
I don't think he's going to put it on by the 40. And as a matter of fact, I don't think 6165 show has a set of balls big enough to pull that bet, and they're going to regret it because I think they're going to win the matchup.
Wow.
So I'm going to go with 6165 show there. HLR, your team versus the red hot Lethal Weapons.
HLR,
Thanks to my trade, by the way.
HLR has lost 2 in a row. I knew I was going to lose last week. That's why I lost the picks because I got too much confidence to pick against myself. HLR gets a big win this week. Lethal Weapons, you can't come with 140 points and beat HLR. I'm taking you down.
I'm going to go with Lethal Weapons.
Good.
You know, I played the trade with a guy. I helped his team out. I can help your team out, too, if you want. Just contact me. And he reeled off 4 in a row. I think he's going to reel off more.
He is not beating HLR this week. Guaranteed.
LeVar's Legends versus Pain Incorporated.
Pain Inc.'s out of business. I got to roll with LeVar. According to your little message.
I think Pain Inc.'s gonna come out of this Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and I got Pain Inc. winning this matchup this week.
If you need a loan, Pain Inc. to get you out, let me know.
Ba-bam! The Tuna Daubers versus Sandusky hurt my tight end.
Well,
break this one down.
I'll let you start breaking down.
I'll break it down. I got no Arian Foster this week. Other than that, my team's looking good. Sandusky, I don't know. You got no Matt Schaub. Your second quarterback, you're looking at, the only guy you have is Freeman. He's been lucky the last couple weeks because they've just gotten their asses whooped, and he's got to throw to stay in games. Him and Vincent Jackson aren't going to work this week. I'm taking you down.
Wow. Freeman's the new hero in this league. He pulled Crusher to the win last week against BSB. He pulled Sandusky to a monster 2-point spread. I'm going with Sandusky this week. I like the trade me and him made to give him Manning in the shootout against the Saints. I do like Matthews against Cleveland. I think that's why he pulled this trade, to try to make sure he won this week to get back into the race. His receivers are a little shaky. Your receivers are always better. Your team's on fire, dude. Here's what it boils down to in my breakdown. If the Daubers continue to get 40 points from RG3 and then one of his running backs putting up 30 points, nobody can stop this guy. Yeah. I beat him on a down week. And other than that, he hadn't been close in all the games. I'm going with Sandusky. Good luck on your end.
I think Sandusky does have a good chance to win this matchup, and if he does, it's going to put him right into contention. Just catapult him into the picture. Do you believe in magic?
He's on a nice little hot run.
Notre Dame Nation.
You know, I'm nervous about this game. For some reason, I can't explain this. The look of the Irish, maybe because Notre Dame's going to get crushed by Oklahoma on Sunday, then maybe Notre Dame will be inspired to try to come up against me. I'm going with HLR still. Of course, you know I'm not going to pick against myself.
You're right. I'm going to go with Do You Believe in Magic as well. Notre Dame Nation.
Oh,
you're kind of trailing down here. Maybe you're too focused on the Notre Dame Nation. I don't know.
Hey, Notre Dame.
Not on the NFL fantasy Notre Dame Nation team, but the Fighting Irish Notre Dame.
Continue to focus on that team until after this week, then you can come back to fantasy.
Foz versus Balls Out.
Well, this is a close matchup. I think Foz has made some trades that helped his team. I can't get a read on it. I'm going to go with Balls Out. He's got to get a freaking win.
I think Balls Out is better than this, and I think this is going to help bring his season back up.
RG3 and Peyton Manning, I think that's who his starting quarterbacks are. He's got to do something. This is the week.
Yeah, I'm looking for Balls Out to come make a breakout statement here. Fear Fits versus the Crushers. Can you believe it?
Let me explain something here. I'm insulted that the Crushers has a better record than me. I'm insulted that the Crusher has more points than me. He is legit this year, y'all. He's crushing teams. He shut me up last week. I said he was going to get crushed. He crushed. He crushed me. He's going to crush Fitz too. About 3 weeks ago, if you watched the podcast, I said on this cast that Fitz's games, if he didn't win that week, he was going to be in big trouble because his games going forward were tough. After that, he got beat by me. He got beat by the Daubers. He got beat by Bohica, and now he's got the Crushers. He's going to lose again.
I think he's going to come off the schneid. I think Fear Fitz is going to put Crushers back where he belongs.
Okay.
Blood, Sweat, and Beers versus Bohica. You know, man, everybody loves to hate.
No beer here. You got a hot dog, though. I look at this, and I see this is a breakdown game, our last pick of the week. And I just want to pick Bohica, but I don't see enough for him to win. If Stafford shows up for Blood, Sweat, and Beers, which he ain't showed up, Big Ben's going to have a shootout with Washington. I like Chris Johnson against Indy. McCoy should run good against Atlanta. Bo should come back against Oakland, although Brady Quinn's still throwing to him. Julio Jones, you can't really shut him down. And Antonio Brown, you don't know what you're going to get from week to week with him. If Jimmy Graham could play too, that's another question mark, but he does have Gates. I just don't see how Bohica can win this game with Tannehill as his second quarterback with Schaub on bye.
Yeah, he's got no second quarterback.
Jamal Charles looks good. I like his matchup. I like Gore's matchup. Gore does have some messed up ribs, but he'll be all right. His receivers look okay. Reluctantly, I'm going to go with BSB by a small margin. I'm going to put the spread on this game because this is the last game I ain't got a spread this week. I'm going to put the spread on this game at 15, and I think BSB wins by that.
I think Bohica doesn't have Arian Foster and a second quarterback suspect. I'm going BSB.
Okay. So that's it for the picks
this
week.
Week 8 picks.
We don't have nobody do special picks with us next week. If you want to do picks with us, we can contact you prior to it. You don't have to be on the podcast. You can just pick against the commissioners, and we think that's pretty cool. We have a little competition to see who does best. You got anything else to add for this week?
That's it.
That's it. Have a good weekend. See you guys next week. Podcast
Out.